Good evening, City Council members and members of the community. I'm here to understand that the City of Westminster is considering banning medical marijuana collectives within the City of Westminster. And I want to point out to you that I think this is an entirely wrong approach to controlling the access of medical marijuana. Mm-hmm. The young people in this room, if they were to find a street dealer, which is where the marijuana market would be if they shut down the collectives, the street dealers don't ask for IDs. They don't ask if you're 21 or 18 or 16 or 14. Show them the cash. I think so. To protect these young people, you owe them regulations, strictly regulated dispensaries, so that they can be protected, so the medical marijuana patients can be protected, so we can all have a much happier existence together. Plus, you have city income from the city, from the dispensaries, tax revenues, and I just hope that you really consider the actions on this. It's not going to help by banning them. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Marla James.
Good evening, mayors, Mayor Julie, Mayor Rice, and council people. It's nice to see you again. I am here. My name is Marla James. I reside in Huntington Beach, but I represent about 3,000 patients of medical marijuana here in the city of Westminster. I am with an organization called Americans for Safe Access. I understand that you had banned about a year ago collectives, and we are hoping that you might change your mind and consider regulating. And regulating is not a hard thing to do because it's already been done. The city of Sebastopol is about the same population as Westminster, and they have done it really well. And I can get you copies of Sebastopol in a packet I gave you. It'll give information about using ordinances and regulations and how it can help your city. For one thing, you control the zoning. If you don't want these collectives in residential areas, I understand one's in a doctor's building, which is fine with the landlords. These people can come out from behind their hiding and come into the public and help the city. As a medical marijuana patient for about 10 years, it really helps people that are sick and in my situation with pain control rather than narcotics. And unless you ask, I don't have to tell you what a help medical marijuana is, but to regulate it, to regulate dispensaries within your city would give you a lot of control. You can control the business hours of a business. So if you want them open, say from 5 o'clock to midnight, or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., you can do that as a city. You can put a cap on how many dispensaries would be allowed in your city. And you would have somebody, not necessarily the police, but somebody from health or maintenance go in and check for any violations or anything. And you would have an open door to these places. And you can see what's going on inside. Medical marijuana is taxed by the Franchise Tax Board. So you would get a portion of the tax. You would also get business license fees, which you can set however you want. And many of the collectives that I associate with through Americans for Safe Access, also give social services if needed. Most of them provide food banks for people that, any patients that might need food. They provide wheelchairs. The wheelchair I'm using today was given to me by a collective through Wheels of Mercy, which is a charity that most of the collectives deal with. They can get them walkers, canes, any type of durable goods that they wouldn't necessarily have. The collectives are also a place for patients to see other patients. It's a social area where they can talk, and some of them, like me, I'm homebound. I don't get out. My husband works, so I don't get to go out very often. And I'm homebound. And certain collectives will come to my house and bring me my medicine if I need it. And I'm just asking you to, if you would reconsider your ban, take control. I would be happy to work with any or all of you with regulations or ordinances. In fact, in Los Angeles, the police chief did a report last year that mentioned that the crime rates around dispensaries have gone down. And the reason for that is usually the dispensaries will have a guard outside and video
Your time
outside
has expired.
and inside. Okay, I appreciate your time for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.